Hi y'all! Welcome so much to my channel. This is She Wears Armor and my name is Brittany and I am so excited to get this channel launched. I have been wanting to do this for over a year and now just feels like the perfect time to get started. This channel is going to be all about Jesus, all things the Bible studying and journaling, any tools, resources, just everything Christianity with Jesus just at the heart and center of all of this. So I'm really excited to get started with you. Today is New Year's Eve 2025. So I feel like it is the best way to launch this channel is to start with what we're going to do for 2026. My Bible reading plans, Bible journaling plans, Bible studying plans for 2026. So let's dive in. So for my daily reading, this is the Tara Cobble Bible Recap Study Bible, and I am so excited to do this. So in 2025, I read the Bible front to back, cover to cover, read it in a year, really proud of myself, but for 2026, I want to read it in chronological order. I feel like reading the Bible in chronological order will just help me better understand the Bible as a whole, like when the prophets actually happened, compared to like coinciding with the history books. So I'm really excited. I have listened to the Bible Recap podcast. It started a few years ago, so I've never done it like beginning to end. So I'm really excited. And what is really cool about this Bible is, so Tara Cobble has lots of resources. She has a Bible recap book, and it has the recaps that kind of coincide with the podcast. The podcast, I think, just go a little bit deeper, but this has the regular Bible, and it's in the NASB translation because that is the translation that Tara Cobble reads out of. And so you have, it tells you like day 1 is going to be Genesis 1 through 3. So you read that, and then at the end of the reading, you have your recap. You have your recap here. And she also includes the God shot, which is also included. Guess what you'll have to be reading because it just tells you. I am a huge fan of single column Bibles, so I love that this is single column. I love that you also have quite a bit of space here in the margins to take notes. So that is perfect. I am so excited. And then to kind of go with the Bible recap, I have the Eden to Eternity series from the Daily Grace Co. And this is also in chronological order. So I'm going to use this, kind of put these study notes in here. So that'll be nice to include in the margin. And then I do also plan to listen to the Bible Recap podcast, because there are a few additional details in the podcast that are not in the recap written down in the Bible. So I'm going to just use all of these other resources to supplement the reading, because this reading really should not take very long at all to do. So I am so excited to start this tomorrow, and I cannot believe tomorrow is New Year's. And this is the NASB Journal the Word Bible, and it's the 1995 NASB translation, and this is by Zondervan. And again, single column. It's a journaling Bible. So I plan to use this Bible for all of anything that I study. This is like what I'm going to journal in. I love the NASB translation. It is one of my top translations. So I am so excited to just keep all of my notes in here and use this Bible. I have done a little bit in the book of John, so I do have some notes here on the side. So I love this. And I also have this planner, which thank you, Ariana, for sharing this so much on your YouTube channel. Love Ariana. This actually started in December. So for the month of December, have been writing down my favorite scriptures of what I've been reading, and then just like any prayers or any notes that like really stood out. So that's what I'm going to continue to do in 2026 is just use this planner to write down what really stood out in today's reading. And it's just this really cute planner. So I'm so excited. And then talking about some studies, this is another study from the Daily Grace Code. It's called Preaching the Gospel to Yourself. I actually started this earlier this year, but this is a goal of mine to finish this study. And there are some other studies by the Daily Grace Co. that I want to complete as well this year. Like I have one on the book of Ruth. So when we hit the book of Ruth in the Bible recap, want to study that, kind of start that study, and then I'll continue on with the Bible recap reading, but take my time really deep diving into Ruth. So there are quite a few Daily Grace Co. studies that I want to get into this year. So I am really excited. One of my favorite YouTubers, Ariana, has gotten me addicted to these bags. I absolutely love this. It is so perfect, and in it holds my prayer Bible. And I cannot take credit for this idea. I have literally copied everything that Jessica from the Sister Rita Club here on YouTube has done, including the same exact Bible. So this is the NASB 2020 by Holman. And it is a tiny Bible. Like, my hand is bigger than this Bible. It is so cute. And it's really interesting. So I wrote down a prayer in here on this transparent sticky note and stuck it in here about some things that I wanted to really get out of in 2026. And I think it was part 2 of the Sister Rita Club of Jessica putting together the prayer Bible. And she shared a list of prayer prompts to include. And it was really interesting because quite a few of the prompts matched up with what I wrote down in my prayer for what I wanted to get out of 2026. So I just love that. So I copied a lot of the prayer prompts that she included and put them in here. And then my words for 2026, I couldn't choose just one. So I have 2, which is self-control and courage. And then, yeah, I have quite a few stickers in here. And even in the back, I put a slot with like these vintage library cards, which also Jessica did as well. And this will be for answered prayers. And then it just has some more stickers. And then I do have, this is kind of like my table of contents, my index of which tab is what topic. So really, really excited. I love that it's so tiny that it just fits in here. I always have to have chapstick wherever I go. But I also have sticky notes in here. So if I need to jot down a prayer, I have it. And then I have some extra tabs in case I find some other verses that I want to tab up. And then back here we have pens and highlighters. So there is no excuse to not pray when you have something this tiny that can go on the go with you. So I'm really, really looking forward to using this prayer Bible this year. Radiant Virtues Bible. It's also by Zondervan. It's in the NIV translation. I am not a fan of the NIV translation, but this Bible is just incredible. So at the front, you have like a fill in your own calendar and there's 12 of them. So you can do like plan out the entire year. And then you have prayer sections in here as well. So you can just write down prayers. And then there are already verses in here highlighted. So anything that is highlighted in blue is faith. Anything in yellow is hope. Anything in pink is love. And then I put Bible tabs in here for her as well. So I'm really excited for her to get this Bible. I just wrote her a little note back here. And then there's also like other scriptures that you can pull out and like actually rip these out of the Bible and post them wherever you want. So, I am really, really, really excited to gift this to her. I actually get to see her tomorrow on New Year's Day. So I'm really, really excited to gift her this prayer Bible. Well, thank y'all so much for coming and hanging out with me. I am really so excited to get this channel launched. I have so much content and videos that I want to do. I have a Bible collection, so I want to share all of my Bibles with y'all, other ones that we have not talked about in this video. So the rest of my collection, I do want to go over my testimony. I think it would be really cool to share with y'all anything that I learn doing these studies. So it's something really sticks out in preaching the gospel to yourself, which I've done. I think I've done a few of them. There's been some really good stuff already sticking out. So I thought if there's anything super beneficial, I can come on here and share the study with you. Maybe I'll do like a Bible study with me, so you can study along with me and we can just kind of chat through scripture. So I'm really, really excited for the future of this channel. So thank you again. She Wears Armor is just based off of Ephesians 6, when God tells us to make sure, well, Paul tells us to make sure that we are dressed in our armor and ready to go and ready to just fight and be prepared. And so I just want us to be equipped and ready to be able to fight when the enemy just tries to come and attack, because we don't fight against flesh and blood. Like, we are fighting a spiritual war. It is not against flesh and blood. It is a spiritual war going on with the enemy. And so just wearing your armor, just having your belt of truth and your sword, which is your Bible. That's the only weapon that you need. This is the only thing that you need to fight your battles. So that is what She Wears Armor is just centered around. And I am just so excited to hang out with y'all and y'all to hang out with me. I also love to craft, so you will see, maybe we'll do some crafting videos of maybe like an entry page that I'll put in my Bible for like a Bible study. So I'm really, really, really excited just to see where this is going to go. Thank you so much and Happy New Year.